Shalom, call halal, Yahweh Shemel Shai, Bahashim Makah Kodash, double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS. Even the elders that came before them that taught us its truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers that push the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. To the Aquat that are listening, learn, and being a pillar of rest, the 144,000, the 1/3, the hopeful elect of Israel. I'm the brother Yeshuan, back with the World War III Daily Update. Okay, shalom and salutations to you all. And everybody's got an update, right? This guy, what is he got? Alert. His update, he got it from me. Everybody got their little update from me. No, I'm kidding. Where were we? Let's go here. Revelation 11 and 14. Here's your update. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. There's your update. Here comes World War III. All right? Now, take it away, Nate. He's going to say the same thing as me. He did a rant from here to here, a 4-minute rant, and he talked a whole lot of shit, so go back and watch that. He basically called everybody out that doesn't agree with him. And then he gets to the meat of his video, and let's see what he says. First thing out of his mouth, I'm doing a World War III update. Right.
The reason why I want to make this video today, again, everybody thinks everything's fine now. That's delusional thinking. The energy of World War III has simply been redirected to another part of the chessboard, and that...
The energy of what? Just had to throw that in for good measure.
Everybody thinks everything's fine now. That's delusional thinking. The energy of World War III has simply been redirected to another part of the chessboard, and that most certainly is Iran. Iran is a ticking time bomb on every possible metric. Every placement that Trump has made so far revolves around Israel. We'll get to that on another day. What I want to focus on and debunk and demystify today is this claim that Trump is going to end the war with Russia and Ukraine.
He's going to do what? In the what? He's going to end World War III. No, he's not.
Got another thing coming, and I'm going to give you about 16 or so reasons why that is complete and utter bullshit. Not because I want it to be true, but it's because it's reality. If you think that a situation like this could be so easily resolved by one guy making a deal. Again, I got some bridges to sell you up here in the boreal forest of northern Saskatchewan. I want to read you something. This is by Paul Craig Roberts, Dr. Paul Craig Roberts. I don't agree with everything Paul Craig Roberts says, but I gotta say, he's a pretty wise man when it comes to geopolitics and his predictions. This is what he has to say, and this is what people need to think about, because it seemed very unusual for me that the Democrats threw that election in the way they did. I've already made a video about that. I'm not going to touch on that much today.
He said threw. I said that the moment it happened, I'm like, wait a minute. I said foul. They let that one come through. Right? They let that one just go right through. That was the play, to let them win.
But here's what he has to say. Trump could be maneuvered into pro-war positions and would be more successful in marshaling public support than a Democratic candidate like Kamala Harris. Imagine Trump rallying the troops. Imagine the guy who said, fight, fight, fight. The commander-in-chief rallying the troops.
Do you see this? It's high-level witchcraft is what it is, but then you can call it a military psyop, right?
That's what we're talking about here. If you need somebody to marshal forces for World War III, is it going to be Kamala or is it going to be Trump? Stick with me. They, the U.S. establishment, need a charismatic, populist firebrand to boost recruitment and spearhead the rush to war. Harris can't do that. We've seen some of the people in the U.S. military lately, and they don't look like they're fit for the front lines, if you catch my drift. Harris had trouble attracting even 100 supporters to her rallies. I think that's a bit of an overstatement, but we'll let it slide.
The new folding revolver by Standard
It would be easy to seduce Americans into a new military adventure if they are led by a popular leader.
Yeah, like the reality show host, the all-time reigning king of reality show hosts.
Warned former Ronald Reagan official Dr. Paul Craig Roberts on his website. Mega Americans, he says, are tired of losing wars. Russia. Oh, this is different news. Russia has reportedly had its deadliest day in Ukraine with 2,000 soldiers yesterday. Now, that's Ukrainian news. Nonetheless, I feel it is still pertinent. But you see what he's saying there. So, part of the logic for having Trump is that he can marshal forces in a way that nobody else could, so long as the precedent is there. So long as there's a black enough black swan event that compels us and gives us a reason to go to war.
See what the scriptures say. So Trump is going to marshal, and people are going to stand up and go to war for Trump. Let's see what the crystal ball says here. It says, he's right. Joel 3:10 or 9. America's got to start that draft. Joel 3:9 proclaimed, got to do it in the KJV, Salakia. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come. This is what Trump is about to do. You know why? Because the least of the flock is going to draw them out. Uh, 49 and 20, right? All right? They don't have a choice, and this is happening right now. Jeremiah 49 and 20, therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Edom, and his purposes that he had purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. They're doing that right now. They're creating this situation which was actually put out, right? The fire had went out, and now they're stoking it again, talking about Bibi Netanyahu fired his defense minister. They put the new guy in. The new guy, before he even got sworn in, he's talking about, well, we're going to bomb Iran's nuclear. I'm like, yeah, you are, because you're drawing out, right? You're going to draw in the United States. You're going to make everybody fight. It's over right now. The tit for tat is over, but you have to start a regional war to draw them out. Jeremiah 49 and 20. Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Edom, and his purposes that he had purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. All right? I had to read the whole thing. All right, so basically, what's going on? Doesn't matter which battlefield you go to or which theater, Slovakia, okay? It's all going to go down at the same time, simultaneous. And then it's going to wind up, right, in the Battle of Armageddon, which is in the Valley of Yehoshaphat, in what they call the Middle East, which is Western Asia. All right. So anyway, where did we go? Where's that revelation? All right. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right. Third woe is World War III. Thus saith the Lord. All right. So with that, we hope that the elect are edified. You brothers and sisters, shalom.